There were a lot of times that I would stand on the podium and get a medal or hear the national anthem on an international stage. I almost felt guilty because I knew that there were so many other ways that I should have been better. If I wasn't perfect, then it meant that I had failed. Synchronized swimming was my life. I felt like a different person when I was in the water. From the time I started when I was little, I just practiced and practiced and practiced and pushed myself. And when I was 16, I made the senior national team and moved to California to train full-time for the Olympic Games. Shortly after Worlds, I faced a lot of struggles with my health. A short-term break to figure it out kind of turned into a permanent retirement. It was that idea that I could be perfect and that I needed to be perfect that completely consumed me and not only destroyed my career, but derailed everything else in my life. At the same time, there was just a lot of pressure for me to be always happy with my life, my church attendance, and my schooling. Always had this weird sense of fear that something was going wrong inside of me. I didn't want to feel like my life was falling apart, and I didn't want to feel like I didn't have it all together, that I wasn't worthy, or that I didn't know what I was doing, because those are feelings I had avoided my whole life. There was one day that my therapist had me stand up and look in a mirror, and I had to look myself in the eyes, and I had to tell myself 3 things that I loved about myself, that I was proud of. And I couldn't do it. I cried. After I kind of broke down those walls, I think therapy really helped me have more control over what was happening in my head, what my thoughts really were and what they meant and where they were coming from. I grew up in a very religious home, and church attendance was always a very vital part of my life. And I had a testimony of God, and I felt like I had a relationship with God and with Jesus Christ, and I always felt like I could rely on him. But there was one day that I was sitting there and I was praying, trying to see what God thought of me. And I was asking him to show me that he loved me. And I just felt silence. Here I was praying, saying, "Where are you? I'm ready. I feel ready. I'm giving you these pains and these struggles, and you're not taking them." And that's what everyone has said that you are supposed to do, is take them. And I think that's when I hit rock bottom and thought, I am not perfect enough for God. Because I'm not enough now, I'm never going to be enough for him or for anybody else. And so that's it. Where do you go from there? I kept going to church, and I kept doing the things that I was supposed to do. I was listening to someone speak, and all of a sudden, I just felt this warmth in my body, and it completely filled every empty space that I had. And I would even say that I had never felt anything like that in my life, ever. I felt like I could get myself to say, I am good because I know God. And I am good because I want God. And I am good because I believe in God. And that's enough. I definitely can't make everyone happy. And that's a really hard reality for me. I will always face rejection, and I will fail every single day. God's grace is his ability to make up for everything that I'm not. His willingness to love me in all of my imperfections and all of my weaknesses. And I'm just holding on to that because I think his grace makes up for everything else in life.